nervous, so bear with me. Okay. All right, this story is called Past, and I wrote it a couple days ago. Once upon a time, there was a girl who had two best friends. She hung out with them every weekend, growing up, borrowing each other's clothes, having sleepovers, barbecues, and even going on family vacations. Unfortunately, the girl had a little sister who shadowed her every move. Wherever the girl and her two best friends were, there was the little sister. And that's how I met Katie and Johnny. They were the younger siblings of my sister's childhood best friends, and consequentially, Katie and Johnny became my childhood best friends. I mean, they also were my childhood bullies at first because they were such assholes growing up, calling me ugly and playing pranks that would make me cry. But eventually, we did grow up and start to not only see each other as friends, but also as family. One day, when we were about 14 years old, Katie went up to us holding the back of his neck. "I want to show you guys something," he said. On the back of his neck were these big lumps, 3 or 4 of them. I poked at it and watched the skin bounce back. "What the hell is that?" we asked. Katie joked that they were eggs a spider laid inside of him, and that someday he'll end up being the first Asian Spider-Man. A week later, we found out it was leukemia. Many months had passed, and Katie was in and out of the hospital. He had lost weight and most of his hair from the chemotherapy. Still, Katie's magnetic personality attracted everyone around him. Other patients, nurses, doctors, me. Katie reminded me of Will Smith in the Fresh Prince story. He literally moved from his town to live with his uncle so he'd stay out of trouble. He was funny, caring, and simply down to earth. We would spend hours on the phone, and I remember him telling me about a final school project he had to work on for home ec class. I have to create a wedding book, and I have to plan it out and even add a honeymoon itinerary," he told me. "That sucks," I said dryly. It's kind of fun," he admitted. Katie missed out on a lot of schoolwork, and it made him grateful for things he used to take for granted, like homework and projects. "I have to make it as if it's my own wedding and pretend it's real, you know?" "So, in this fake, real project, who are you marrying?" I asked. "Well, I was actually just gonna ask you," he started. "Do you?" He seemed nervous. His voice through the phone got low. The once confident and loud Katie I knew was melting into something else, and it made me smile with intrigue and anticipation. I enjoyed this interesting, momentary personality paralysis of his, but I was also eager to relieve him of it. We were best friends. I'd do anything for him. "Will you be my," he started. Impatiently, I snapped, "Of course, Kay." "Maid of honor," he finished. "Your maid of honor?" I repeated to myself in shock. After a brief moment to recover, I did re-decide. "Yeah, okay, I guess." I was a bit disappointed. I thought he was going to ask me to be his bride, but I mean, sure, I could be his best man woman, or was I supposed to be the best friend of his fake wife? Clearly confused, but too lazy to ask. It wasn't until later, when I saw the wedding book project and talked to Katie, that maid of honor really meant wife. Sometimes, when so many new things are happening and you get so full from focusing on the future, it's pretty nice to think and remember the past. In loving memory of Carl Day, September 21, 1989 to August 24, 2007. Thank you.